So I'm talking about this Waikiki shooting that happened and the arrest that was made of Jordan Smith and a couple of other guys that haven't been caught yet. But the SWAT team took him down last week. And I just opened up Hawaii News Now, and I am pissed off after seeing the report that was done by Lynn Kawano. And it's just more racist bullshit. You know, actually, it's somebody who doesn't know any better here in Hawaii thinking that East Coast Black Lives Matter bull crap is going to work here. But first thing is, Hawaii news reporters, you guys got to really work on your grammar. You got to step up your reporting game. And it's alleged Waikiki shooter, not Waikiki shooter. But this guy, Isaiah McCoy, comes on and he's testifying, and he is a joke, and he sounds like a complete jackass. And we know this because we know how rampant white supremacy is in Hawaii, right? There's Klansmen running around in Hawaii everywhere. And it's just out of control here in the People's Republic, the People's Democratic Republic of Hawaii. So let's go down some of the items that this ignorant, racist felon is proposing. The reporter, Lynn Kawano, she states Isaiah McCoy was with the alleged shooter, Smith, when he was arrested. In fact, he was also arrested. Wait a second. You mean a felony with a felonious record getting arrested? No. Things that make you go, Isaiah McCoy was arrested that night on an outstanding warrant. Wait a second. He had an outstanding warrant? This guy on TV who is telling the reporter how not on his watch no crime is going to be committed? No surprise there, because he's coming off with his strong racist diatribe. And it works well in the mainland because everybody's afraid of the word racist. But hopefully it's not going to work here because the people of Hawaii will stand up and they won't take that crap. Human being is dead because this jackass, if he's proven guilty, pulls out an assault rifle down in front of a strip club and starts shooting randomly at the crowd. But they ask if McCoy was with him, and McCoy refuses to state whether or not he was at the shooting when it took place. But don't worry, because all those racist eyewitnesses, they're going to come out and confirm it as a fact. Isaiah McCoy is an exonerated death row felon. Now, first of all, you need to know that he was on death row in Delaware. McCoy was accused of shooting Munford to death during a drug deal. You don't go to death row by somebody dying from manslaughter or something like that, involuntary manslaughter. You go to death row because you have committed the most heinous of murders. McCoy pulls out a gun, shoots this guy Munford while his cousin was there, or his nephew, and his nephew even confirmed that it was, in fact, McCoy who did it. McCoy was exonerated. We don't know why or how he was exonerated from death row finally, but he's out, and maybe it was tainted evidence. Maybe they caught somebody lying, doing the Mark Furman during the OJ trial. You know, just like OJ was innocent, right? And he was just being perpetuated as the black felon just because he's a black man. This guy's cousin confirmed that in Delaware that McCoy murdered another man during a drug deal and a robbery. All you need to know. McCoy claims that Jordan Smith is innocent, and with this stupid ass comment, the only thing that matters is sending another black man up the river and supposedly pinpointing black people. That's what they're doing. McCoy admits that Jordan Smith was 2 nights before had beat somebody up in Waikiki in the same spot. So this innocent, sweet little boy, Jordan Smith, just 2 nights earlier had beaten somebody up in the same spot. When Lynn Kawano asked Isaiah if Jordan Smith was with him that night, his immediate response was, no, because you know when you start babbling, it makes you sound more articulate, right? Talking fast and babbling. But he goes, I'm not going to answer any question like that because his case is up for litigation and I might be called to testify. So I can't answer those types of questions. But what I can tell you is at the end of the day, the fact that Smith wasn't involved. Okay, the fact based on what? Testify on what? On Smith's character, that he was such a good person? Is it a coincidence that McCoy was arrested along with Smith when the SWAT team made entry and took Smith down? And it's ironic that McCoy, being such an upstanding member of the community, still has warrants out for him. Even though it's a traffic warrant, it's a warrant. He's hanging out with a felon. He's a felon. That speaks volumes about his character, doesn't it? Lynn Quano makes kind of a stupid statement. Although he's only 30 years old, he's familiar with fighting the system. Really, you think? He has a lifelong history as a criminal. He previously murdered somebody in a drug deal. Now, think about this. Because McCoy got off does not mean he was innocent. Doesn't mean he didn't murder somebody because he was exonerated. It means that evidence was tainted. They couldn't prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. That's what it means, even though his own nephew confirmed it. McCoy makes an obvious attempt to avoid answering the questions while he continues trying to be a jailhouse lawyer, and he was asked whether or not Smith was actually at the scene. He denies answering the question altogether, simply stating emphatically that though he was going to convince the investigators, Jordan Smith did not commit this murder. McCoy's car was impounded as evidence. Is that a coincidence? Obviously, the guy has a much deeper involvement than we know about here at this time. It's ironic that McCoy comes all the way to Hawaii with his family, because Hawaii is a great place to get away from people, get away from your past. Is that a coincidence? But he brings with him his long criminal history, and the human being is dead because of it, and we're supposed to be gullible enough to fall for the racist card that he's trying to play with Jordan Smith being arrested for only being a black man, because he goes out of his way to say, you know, Jordan Smith has only been here a month, and the police here in Hawaii, they're just doing it because he's a black man. He's a new face and a black man. Obviously, this guy, McCoy, doesn't get out very much because everybody in Hawaii is black. I'm the minority here in this state. I don't get it. But he is innocent until proven guilty. Let's hope that the investigators do a great job and they put this guy away. And if he's innocent, that they'll find out who actually did it.